Coming up, a look at your local radar. But first, the current local conditions.
There are some thunderstorms here from time to time, but right now the conditions aren't well suited for a lot of severe weather in Louisiana or areas nearby. But that will change, and it will change as Delta moves closer and moves inland. It will bring more instability and greater wind shear along the way, and especially along to the right of where it goes. I put the path on here, the future expected path by the National Hurricane Center, and you can see that essentially all of the tornado risk is on the right side of that track, which is very common and is expected. That is, again, where the wind shear and the greatest instability is. So if you want to know relative to where Delta is going to go, where that severe weather is going to be, it is going to be essentially on the right side of its track. We can kind of estimate when the severe weather chances will increase, probably by mid to late afternoon across the region. We don't have any watches out now, of course, but don't be surprised if the Storm Prediction Center later on this afternoon and evening issues, Alex, a tornado watch for some of these outer bands that continue to feed off the Gulf of Mexico. Supercells rolling in is going to be a common theme, I think, as we go through the evening hours. Back to you.
Yeah, I think you'll certainly be watching for that. And, of course, some of the inland threats that will continue with this hurricane. There's the location now. We'll be moving, continuing to move north and northeastbound as we head on through the weekend, again, spreading some of those gusty winds, as well as some of the downpours, some heavy rain out there. And it doesn't stop there just to the Gulf coastal states. Actually, we'll see some of this rainfall impacting some of us here into parts of North Carolina, South Carolina, into Georgia. The European actually spits out some decent rains in that zone. GFS American model, not as much showing up there, but there will be some rainfall to contend with there in those locations. Our forecast does call for about 3 to 5 inches there, just west of Charlotte, even towards the Asheville area, heads up there for you. Otherwise, a general 1 to 2 with some pockets of 2 to 3 across portions of the Tennessee Valley. So as we put it all together, tomorrow we got rain showers and some storms to deal with here, of course. Tomorrow, college football, SEC country. There'll be some impacts with some of the rain coming in. In fact, we already had one there for us with the game there at Ole Miss having to be moved an hour later in hopes that the conditions will be improving as we get into the latter part of the day. And then heading into Sunday, spreading some of that rain a bit farther on off towards the north and the east. D.C., Raleigh, Charleston, seeing some rain showers and some storms. Well, just a reminder for the very latest stories on climate and environment and sustainability, be sure to check out Pattern. You can find them on just about every social media platform.
With one of the industry's largest catastrophe response teams, State Farm will always be among the first to arrive and the last to leave, to help show that human nature is greater than nature. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You've got 10 to 12 teeth missing. It's a terrible feeling. For years, I would dream of a place where I could go and one day come out and have all my teeth. Clear choice, put together a personalized plan. They've got a lab there, everything gets done in the lab, and I've got the best smile I could ever ask for. Don't put it off, because it doesn't have to be that way.
Hi, Phil Swift here. This storm season, you need the entire Flex Seal family of products. Seal up cracks and holes to prevent wind and water from damaging your home. Push Flex Base deep into wet surfaces to help prevent flood damage. Severe storms can be a nightmare. Now you can patch huge holes to seal up roof leaks. Get the Flex Seal family of products at these fine retailers. Okay, everyone, our mission is to provide complete balance
9 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, and nutrients to support immune health.
The next time you buy something, look and ask, where was it made? At WeatherTech, we design, engineer, and manufacture right here in America. Now more than ever, we need to support American manufacturing and our economy. Buying anything made in America supports our own family of 330 million Americans. So, next time you're purchasing something, look and ask, where was it made? WeatherTech.com, made right in America.
A woman who was young had COVID-19. I remember her because she had a bracelet that had the names of her children. She asked me, "Doctor, am I going to be okay?" And I could not give her the answer that I wanted to give her. There's no excuse for why we don't have this under control at this point. Joe Biden listens to medical experts. He actually has a plan that does the things that we should have been doing many months ago. And Joe Biden is not going to let his ego get in the way of fighting the disease.
FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
For people living with HIV, keep being you and ask your doctor about Biktarvy. Biktarvy is a complete one-pill, once-a-day treatment used for HIV in certain adults. It's not a cure, but with one small pill, Biktarvy fights HIV to help you get to and stay undetectable. That's when the amount of virus is so low, it cannot be measured by a lab test. Research shows people who take HIV treatment every day and get to and stay undetectable can no longer transmit HIV through sex.
Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Rare, life-threatening side effects